Hey friends, Miles here. Welcome to another Artery Gear video. So I guess everyone is super excited about the Artery Gear closed beta test. I know I am, starting on the 17th of May. So we've been waiting for this for a while, for the game to come to global. However, for those of you that don't know much about the game, I'm here to talk about the pros and the cons of the game and whether or not you should play the game in 2022. And for those of you that are about to close the video, I'll just give you the TLDR version. So Artery Gear is basically Epic 7 with chibi and uncensored graphics, with a huge quality of life improvement around its various game modes, but by a developer that doesn't have a 10-year plan. Okay, so that's the honest breakdown. So let me tell you about what I like about the game. So again, I talked about the quality of life improvement. It's actually huge. So let's take a look at, for example, gear farming. So this is the equivalent of 1112 at the moment. And if I were to auto repeat, I can select the amount of times I can sell gears automatically, retire fodders, restart the attempt even if it fail, and stop if someone reaches max level for stamina efficiency. So all of that I think the E7 pass system has, right? However, this is done or can be done completely offline. So if I were to start this, okay, I'm not going to start it, and then I just exit the app, the run is still happening in the background and it give you a notification once it's complete. This is huge because I don't want to leave my emulator or my phone on forever, right? It just doesn't work. But with the offline repeat, I can do whatever I want in the background. I can actually play the game on my iPad or my phone, because you know, if you're grinding in E7, you just have to have the app open on an emulator. There's no other way, and use macros or something. But with this, I don't have to. So it's such a huge quality of life improvement over the farming aspect. And another thing that people will like is it's less gear dependent. So I'm not going to go into too much detail about gearing, but just know that you can swap substats from one gear to another, and depending on if we get the CN version or the JP version of the gearing system, you can wash or re-roll substats that you don't like, and there are mats that you can use to upgrade substats, and there is no RNG involved in the sense that you know what substats you have right off the bat. So in an upgraded gear at the +0, you already know what you have gear wise. This is so good because you're not gambling on the gear upgrades every time. You know where you're going to get once you max this set of gear. I can't stress how important that is. I now take it for granted, but every time I go back to Epic 7 when there is a collab happening, I just look in the gearing system, I just say, I can't take this. So the quality of life, there are many more, but those are huge for you as a player. The other thing is, the game actually has a fantastic story. The story in this game is definitely top notch. I think the other story that is as good as the game is the Arc Knight stories. But even then, I think this game has a better storyline than 99% of all the other gacha games out there. You really feel like you're reading a visual novel if you're into these kind of things. And another great thing that goes with the artistic direction of the game is the art. The art itself is uncensored. Well, hopefully it remains the same for JP, for global, but I don't have any of the uncensored skin. I don't think I do, but you can go to our Discord to see some of the cultured skin. But let's look at some of the skin you can buy, and of course skins you can actually get for free. You don't have to pay as well. There is a way of obtaining stable income for the skin. But here we go. Here are some of the skins. Like, this is, I would say, reserved in the sense of some of the skins. Okay, like, it's kind of crazy how lewd some of the other skins are. This is really reserved. Okay, so head on to the Discord if you want to learn more about that. So the fight in itself is very much turn-based, just like E7. It takes a lot from E7. Even the unit skills are very similar. So for players that missed out day 1 of E7, this is pretty good. Like for myself, I missed out on day 1 launch of E7 and played this instead. It's much better. It's basically E7 2022, is my opinion. The other thing is the community around this is fantastic. If you take a look at the community, how do I share the Discord? Boom, boom. Here we go. For Artery Gear, we have a very active community Discord. Everyone's talking about the game. Everyone's helping out each other, so you can check them out. We post a lot of images of the uncensored art, of course, for cultural reasons. So do come check us out. We're very helpful with guides. I made a lot of guides as well, so you can check the community out. No one is there to judge you. I feel like that's the main thing. It's hard finding a community that's just laid back and close knit. So I think the community for the game is very, very good. Other things that are good about the game, I just think overall the game is such a breath of fresh air in 2022 or even 2021 when the game first launched. A lot of people hate the game for being an E7 copy, but I personally think if you can do it better, why not? So that's the good section. I'm gonna talk about the bad parts now, or not so good parts. First of all, one question I get asked a lot is it good to play for a free-to-play player? The answer is depends. So right now, pitying this game for JP and US. Sorry, for JP and for where's it out? I think it's launched in Taiwan as well. It's 200, but for CN, it's I believe 120. So the system is a bit different over there. As a free-to-play player, the pity system on JP does hurt, as you get upwards of 60 to 70 pulls per month. So it's hard to plan around things if they mess up the banner schedule as they did for JP. But with clairvoyance and proper planning and average luck, you can get all the meta units. So that's why I am hesitant, I guess, to kind of say, is it friendly or is it not friendly? It's somewhere in the middle. If you have average luck, you plan things well, you can get every meta units. But if you're just going for waifus and want every single one, then you can't do that as a free-to-play player. And the last thing that I really dislike about the game is the devs are a small company, I would say. So it's difficult to see updates happening, as in they will give you constant updates, but we are still waiting on game modes such as Guild versus Guild and other game modes, the roguelike maze system that they promised a few months back. So we're still waiting on that. But the devs are active. You can see from the CN servers, they're posting anniversary stuff, they have events ongoing, there's no dead silence periods, so it's good in that sense. But yeah, that's my I guess quick breakdown of if you should play it in 2022, and the answer is yes, you should definitely play it. Try it out for yourself, especially the CBT, and see if you like the game. And if you do, join us in the Discord, and I'll see you there.